understand we've had to call for an ambulance, but this is the main event on TV. Rick Santel's in there, and guess who's coming down the ramp next?
Oh, I know who it is. It's Arrick Andrews.
You know, of all the stars that shine so brightly in Showtime All-Star Wrestling, this is the man who I think star can shine the brightest, but he's got to get a win today against Rick Santel. No easy chore, because you know who, Paul Adams, the towel boy, as many people refer to him as, but a manager extraordinaire nevertheless is in the ring.
When you got Paul Adams in your corner, you've got a good chance, I'll put it that way. And Rick Santel has that today.
Well, Santel can handle his own, and of course at one time, Santel was on the right side of the law, but that changed. Was. Here comes Arrick. Santel and Arrick Andrews, no love lost between these two. Referee Ricky Bell, main event time on Saw.
Arrick Andrews and Rick Santel, and like you said, Michael St. John, this is a different Rick Santel than in many years past, and he is ready for Arrick Andrews.
You know, for as much as I have taken the side of good and honest wrestling over my years, I would hope that Arrick Andrews beats the living daylights out of Rick Santel today, and I don't mind saying that.
I know you're a little hot today. I know as a fan, as an announcer, you watch a lot of sporting events that are really intense, and you feel as though you yourself were involved in them. You know, it's like you got to take a shower because you worked up a big sweat just watching something. That's what we got here today in Saul.
Well, and it's interesting that Arrick Andrews, he has had so many opportunities literally stolen from him, and one of the people that has been one of the largest, if you would, of the pebbles in his shoe or the thorns in his side or whatever euphemism you want to make, is this man in the corner, Paul Adams. And Arrick Andrews right now, if he could get a win right here over Santel, who, by the way, is not on a winning streak. He's not on a losing streak like Big Bird Bully, but he's not on a winning streak either. Arrick Andrews could prove a lot of people wrong right here, right now.
You know, you wonder why more of these people don't come out like Arrick Andrews with their own manager in their own corner, just, you know, to counter Paul Adams. It seems to work so well for Paul Adams and the A-team. You know, maybe you could bring I know Boogie has Miss Boogie in his corner. Maybe Arrick Andrews ought to befriend somebody just to really hang around him all the time like glue.
2 count that time. Arrick Andrews nearly had a pinfall. You know, you're aware of what goes on in these dressing rooms, and the 2 dressing rooms that split the 2 divisions here. There are a lot of the guys that like each other, and they'll talk and get around and help each other out, discuss the matches and opponents and so forth. And there are others that won't talk to anybody. Look at this move by Arrick Andrews. Holy cow. I thought Rick Santel was going to come flying out of the ring.
Arrick Andrews putting the schools to him right now. Rick Santel, worse for wear, over in the corner. Andrews goes up top, motioning to the crowd.
Paul Adams not happy at all. In fact, quite concerned over his man. Look at his head bobble in the corner. In the meantime, Arrick Andrews pounding away on the skull of Santel.
Don't you know, Arrick Andrews? Whoa, small package.
Small package. Got him. 1, 2, and no.
Almost had him right there. Don't you know Arrick Andrews would like to reach over and make contacts out of those glasses?
Well, Arrick Andrews right there may have gone in a little unguarded.
We're going to get back on track, St. John. I promise you, the A-team's going to get back on track.
You're not concerned. You're not worried about this, are you?
No, not at all.
I would think his blood pressure is somewhere over about 225 over 150 right now.
I think his cholesterol's way out of whack as well.
Don't get personal.
Is that Mr. T of the A-team, Mr. Towel? Because that's what he's using right now.
I like that, and indeed he is. And Arrick Andrews, the victim of a towel lashing, if you would, or towel choking at the hands of Paul Adams. Well, I guess the old towel boy, well, let's see, he doesn't like that.
Is that a towel or an unfolded diaper?
Andrews, beautiful bulldog. Over the back bulldog on Santel. Wait a minute. Here comes another couple of members of the A-team, Dillinger and Hammerjack. I didn't see Paul Adams give a cue, but they have come down, and now Arrick Andrews, this could turn into 3 against 1 at any minute.
Oh, wait a minute. He's got the Tennessee Violence Authority both in the ring now.
They're all in the ring, all 3 of them. Arrick Andrews, you can't. The referee has ordered
He
the
said
bell.
that Ricky Bell says, forget it. Oh, wait a minute. It's Boogie Woogie Boy.
The Boogie Woogie Boy.
Oh!
And Boogie Woogie Boy tried to come to the aid of Arrick Andrews. It's still 3 on 2, though, Jack.
Man, there's some big bodies in that ring right now. Ricky Bell trying to regain control. He can't do anything. Too many people.
Boogie has got it. He's getting double teamed by the A-team tag team champions. Rick Santel doing damage to Arrick Andrews. We may need more help in here.
I like you were talking. These guys got friends in the locker room. Where are they at?
We are very close also to the time limit of this show coming to an end, and these guys are continuing to really pound Boogie Woogie Boy and choke out Arrick Andrews. We need some help from the back, folks. We got to get this taken care of.
We've essentially got 5 on 2, as is you've got the Tennessee Violence Authority, you've got Rick Santel, you've got Paul Adams, and number 5 is Mr. T. Towley that he's whipping out right now, whipping it over Arrick Andrews' head.
Santel just did a stunner on, look at this. Now they're going to try to injure the
Something's
Boogie
wrong,
Woogie
Michael
Boy.
St. John, because wait a minute. Wait, look, Indian Outlaw, he's got handcuffs on.
The Indian Outlaw. No, that's Mason Rage. That's Mason Rage, isn't it?
No, that's Indian Outlaw. That's Indian Outlaw right there.
That's the Outlaw.
He's got that mask on. He's got his mouth taped up, Michael. It's hard to see it.
What is this?
Indian Outlaw has been
Indian
handcuffed.
Outlaw. He's been taped. He's been handcuffed.
They taped up his
I didn't even
head.
recognize him.
Well, they probably taped his eyes up, and he got that part off, and now he's got to. That's where they were. I wondered where people were to help Arrick Andrews and Boogie Woogie Boy.
What happened
Apparently,
in the back?
there's no telling who they've tied up there in the back. Sick people tie people up, Michael St. John. These people, they've got chains, no doubt. They've got whips back there, too.
Obviously, the A-team must have broken into the dressing room, and they taped Indian Outlaw up. I thought for a minute it was Mason
Oh, they
Rage.
look so odd coming out, you know,
Unbelievable.
all wrapped up with his face like that, and in chains, and looks like they maybe got his way out of, you know, Indians know how to get out of things like that.
We are out of time, Jack. We are going to, fans, I hope you've enjoyed today's Showtime All-Star Wrestling. We have chaos to end the event today, but we'll try to just root things out and report back to you next week.
We've got to straighten all this.